What's up, guys? It's John and John with Nothing But Cardboard, and we finally have our order back from PSA. There was quite a bit of struggle to get it here, and we'll talk about it in just a second. All right, before you flip these over, John, tell us a little bit more about this FedEx nightmare that we had to work through.
What a mess. They sent it. Allegedly, there was a storm in Memphis, which they did have some bad weather there. It was held up. Supposed to be here Thursday, then they said Friday. I went to the woods Saturday. They were doing stuff, and they checked it and said, hey, it showed up. It's coming out today. Nobody's going to be home. Switched it to pick up. They got the information. I get home, and I got a door tag. So they tried to deliver it at the house anyway. 6-7 phone calls with them trying to figure out what happened. It printed another label and showed that it was going to be returned to sender for whatever reason. It just says return to sender. It doesn't say why. Address was good and everything. Sitting around, finally I said, let me call one more time and just see if I can get anybody. I called twice yesterday. The second time I got the lady. You talk to a person, she kind of knows what she's doing. You kind of figure, okay, this person, they know what they're doing. She was able to track it down, jumped in the car, 30 minutes away, come back, was able to get it. Guys are all excited. I'm like, well, we finally got it. Because it was going to go back. I had to call PSA.
Because we're in Tampa, so it was going to go all the way back to California, and then they were going to have to find it at PSA and then ship it all the way back to us. It was probably going to be like a 2-week delay.
At least.
And I am dying to know the grades of my cards. I know John's probably dying to know the grades of his, because we didn't look. That's why the suspense is there, and that's why I am at John's house tonight. I just drove 45 minutes to get here. So
worked all day, played pickleball. I was like, I'll be there. If I smell, it doesn't matter. They won't be able to tell. So we're going to get these. We don't have the labels. Like I said, everything got switched up with the cards. It's last minute. We don't have our mats. We don't have anything normal that we have. So we apologize if the lighting or the sound is bad.
Quality, yeah.
We don't have the labels that we cracked these. So I'm not even sure which ones we cracked or which ones were different companies, but we'll just go through them and see what we have.
I'll put it on the screen for you guys.
So watched the Olympics, got really fired up watching these guys play, and I thought, let me get some Seth Curry cards, USA. They had this pink camo, which was pretty
and this
nice.
was a cracker. So this was, I want to say, like a ITA or whatever 10 that you had.
Can't.
Maybe. I'll put it on the screen.
Can't verify. I did buy a bunch of his raw cards, and I think most of them wouldn't grade, so I'm not sure. But I looked this one over and I thought it was going to get a 10.
And it's a good thing it did, John, because out of 10, that's like a $39, $40 card.
Not much, yeah.
I mean, it's not a rookie. It's a random mosaic pink, but hey, it's a PSA 10.
We won't start a debate, but I got a bunch of GOAT cards in here. And I kind of went away from some of our own advice that we give ourselves not to get caught up with the cards in our heart. I bought a bunch of Jordan, 4 or 5 SGC 9.5s. Cards were going for quite a bit. They were like $25 to buy the cards. So I thought, let me buy some and see if they will go up in price. So this was a 5th anniversary. Some of them say gold. Some of them just say 5th anniversary. I think they're just all the same.
Yeah, you pre-graded this a 9.
It had a chance 9-10, but I thought it was going to be a 9,
and it is. Yep. So about 21 bucks. I don't know what you have into these cards, but you know, hopefully you didn't pay a whole lot. And then I think grading at this price was about 20 bucks. So it is what it is.
$16 plus shipping there or whatever. So yeah, it came up to that. Growing up and doing cards, there was a few cards that I wanted to get PSA 10s of. Fanimation was one of those cards that was in the set, and back then it was kind of weird, but then they started selling and going up, especially just the...
So is this a PC card if you get a 10?
This would be a PC card. I can go over there with my American flag that I have.
You pre-graded this a 9.
It was a 9.5 SGC, I believe, and I thought it had a chance to flip up, but yeah. I usually pick one grade or the other, even though it's 9 or 10.
You got a 9.
Well, have to keep trying.
Keep trying. That's all you can do. It's really hard to get the old junk wax era cards to bump up because they are, you know, obviously 30 plus years old, and they're also paper cards.
Yep, and they've been around. Who knows what they've done with them. So here's another one that I saw that Jordan was selling for like $125, and I was able to pick up, I think it was a 9.5 for the same, about 20 bucks. 9, 10. This one
So you had, yeah, you looked like you were really on the fence about this one. You had 9. I think you had 10 circled originally, then you bumped it down to a 9.
I just thought because they were older cards, they might see more than I could see. Yeah, I need one of these to pop a 10 so I don't lose my butt. And again, like I said, go with your heart. You see the cards, you pre-grade them. Like, you know what, it's Jordan. If it pops, it's going to go for more money, so let me just send it.
You had this one pre-graded a 9 as well.
It looks good. The right border's a little bit thicker, but
Yeah, and you got a 9.
one of these has got to pop.
All the MJs got 9s, unfortunately.
Still the GOAT.
Still the GOAT, for sure.
Here's the controversy where some people will say no.
The other GOAT.
It's this guy. Watched this card for a long time. These cards were selling. They've got too many sets, too many rookie cards.
He's got a lot of cards.
Box set.
He had a whole set of
Phenomenal
rookie
beginnings, 20 or 30 in each one. But this one with the American flag behind him was doing the best for sales.
You pre-graded it a 10.
Nice.
And you got a 9. That's
So,
rough. That's rough.
If he retires, which is probably going to be this year, they're saying this last year, that may be a...
You mean next year, the next full year? I think he's got at least one more.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's probably a $20 card, $25 card. So box set, this is the other one that has 10 or 15 cards in it.
You also pre-graded this one a 10.
Another 9.
You got a tough grader, John. It
See
looks
what's
like.
going on. Or they're just... Some of these
paper
were,
cards, they're tough to grade.
Some of these were ISA, which is, if you saw the last video, it's the grader that I saw a video on, and they were going up for in grade or getting the same grade, so I thought, let me take a chance on those. This card, I believe, was a BCCG 10, which is Beckett's like sister company, and I've cross-graded those in the past, and they've done better.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what happened with this.
That's tough.
All right, do you know anything about this?
This
card?
is just, so this was a, I want to say a C or CSG. No, I think this was a CSG like 9.5 or something like that. This was an NBC card. We're like, hey, it's got the gold cup on it. It's an X-Fractor. Let's snag it. I think it was cheap and see what it crosses over to.
Green label or?
No, I think it was a black 9.5.
And remember any pre-grading?
No.
Well, we need some 10s. We need some 10s, so.
Oh,
Hey.
wow.
All right, so not anything that we thought.
So that went from a 9.5 to a PSA 8. We're getting absolutely shredded by this grader.
The centering on this one is
It doesn't look bad.
not terrible. The corners ding there, I don't know if they did that or us, but who knows.
Wow.
So that's probably a...
Yeah, I mean, so unfortunately, I had 11 cards in the same order that we're going to reveal on the next video. Based off of how these are going, I'm not too excited. So we'll see. Okay, so this is another NBC card. This is a Chronicles season ticket, which is a hollow rookie card. As you can see there. I think this one was pretty clean.
This was a SGC 10.
Mm-hmm.
We got it for
I don't remember.
around $100. They
Yeah.
thought if it grades over, it crosses over.
Hey, we got one. I guess we got 2 technically, but
Nice.
that's a pretty nice card right there.
That's
So
a big card that we needed, so that's good. And again, that's NBC's card, so that's
that doesn't help you at all.
all of ours. But no, it doesn't help me at all.
So yeah, that's how do you feel about that, John?
Again, I think it was just going with my heart, cracking the cards and looking at them. I should have pulled more cards out. I'm usually a lot more stricter. Can't take a chance with 9.5s. Like you said, 30-year-old cards. It's just Jordan. If you can get PSA 10 of Jordan, that's just cash in the bank. And I still want to get one of those, couple of those Fanimations, so we'll see. Appreciate you guys watching. Check us out in the next video because, like we said, John's going to reveal his cards.
And I know I have at least one upcharge, so we'll see what we got in store for us there.
We got that email saying your card is too big for this order. Do you agree to this upcharge? And we sent it off, so we're waiting to see what that is. So I thought it had a chance of being this card because we think that tier was $4.99.
I don't think so. No, so the tier was 500. I don't think so.
500.
We'll see. We'll see in the next video.
Yeah, we'll see, and then you guys will see. Take care.